Hey guys, it's Anime. So let's talk about Gamora. Not like Sodom and Gomorrah, like the Marvel character Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Infinity Watch and things like that. Now, not to be confused with Gamora, which is what I call her when I'm talking too fast, which is what I often do. That is that giant turtle monster from Japan. Not the same thing. She is not a giant turtle monster. She is the most dangerous woman in the universe. That's right, Gamora. So, one of the things is that she's obviously going to be a big part of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which is coming out later this year, played by Zoe Saldana. She's all like green and like sexy and like, angry. First off, Gamora started in Strange Tales number 180 in 1975. So one of the most important things about Gamora is that she is the adopted daughter of Thanos. Or Thanos, depending on who you ask. So when Gamora was a baby, her entire race was wiped out by the Universal Church of Truth, or the Badoon, depending on which timeline it is. And she was, like I said, adopted by Thanos. Now, when Gamora was a teenager, she was brutally raped and beaten by a group of guys who, pretty much left her for dead. But Papa Thanos came and found her, enhanced her with cybernetics, and went and massacred all the guys that did that to her. So, he does have a sort of soft spot for her, except when he kills her, which will come later. So he raised her, he put her to the peak of physical perfection, taught her how to fight, and also sort of did a little like mind hex on her so that she wouldn't really see the real Thanos. She wouldn't know what was really in his heart, which is as cold as ice. It's Thanos, he's evil. He's a bad guy. So Thanos sends her undercover to the Universal Church of Truth to assassinate the leader of it, who is, by the way, a evil version of Adam Warlock. And by the way, the Universal Church of Truth is not just a bunch of guys going around telling the truth, which, would make them not an evil group. They're a bunch of a-holes who go around committing genocide and stuff like that, so they suck. Now, Gamora, she is not able to take out the head of the Universal Church of Truth, but she does, kill a whole lot of them, so that's good. So somewhere around this time, she meets Adam Warlock, and Thanos is all like, I assign you to protect this dude. I'm pretty sure those were the exact words he used. That seems like how Thanos speaks, right? So she does that, but, while sort of on this assignment, she starts thinking, hey, Thanos might not be exactly what I think he is. Maybe my mind's a little messed up. And then she gets attacked by Drax the Destroyer, who is also one of the members of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but that'll come later. But eventually she does realize that Thanos is evil, and so she's like, okay, I'm gonna attack him because he might be my adopted dad, but evil. Evil. Not cool. So she attacks him. Unfortunately, in this attack, she ends up getting mortally wounded. Luckily, Adam Warlock is around and he's like, hey, soul gem, put your soul inside and maybe we can save you someday. So some time passes, Thanos ends up with the Infinity Gauntlet. Adam Warlock's like, we can't have any of this, we gotta stop this. He ends up bringing Gamora and like Pip the Troll and some other people out of the soul world and putting them in the bodies of some people that had just recently died in a car crash. So Gamora has a body again, she can help fight Thanos and defeat him and, try and save the world, things like that. But, Thanos is a douchebag and ends up wiping out like half humanity, including her. So she's like wiped away from existence. So at some point, the character Nebula claimed the gauntlet from Thanos and was able to bring Gamora back. By the way, Nebula is going to be played by Karen Gillan in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which is pretty cool. Though I don't think that all of that stuff is going to happen, and it seems like Nebula and Gamora get to have a pretty badass fight, which is awesome. So now that Gamora is officially back, she becomes part of the group, the Infinity Watch, and has adventures and, helps stop bad things from happening with them. Okay, here's a few more quick things about Gamora. She was the leader of a group of female warriors known as the Graces. Girl power! She fought Ronan the Accuser, who happens to be the villain in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, played by Lee Pace. She got all romantic-y with Nova. After the Phalanx attack, she was turned into a super soldier known as the Select. Now, in order to stop him, she ended up teaming up with some of her future Guardians of the Galaxy members, including Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Star-Lord, Warlock, Quasar, Drax the Destroyer. It's a big old happy family. And then she became part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is, the group that we'll be seeing on the big screen in August. And as a bonus, on their first official mission as the Guardians, they destroyed a ship from the Universal Church of Truth. So it all comes full circle. So would any of you guys like to see a movie of Gamora's backstory? I think it'd be kind of cool, sort of like a cosmic Luc Besson type movie. Let us know in the comments down below. Geek World Radio.